In this video, we're going to graph shift the hyperbolas. I'm going to reorder our given equations so we can factor and complete the square. I'm going to subtract 39 on both sides, so negative 39 should be on the right-hand side. From the x, I'm going to factor 4 out. From the y's, I'm going to factor negative 1 out. So we have to look at these b values. So for 8, we have half of 8 is 4, 4 squared is 16. Half of negative 6 gives us negative 3, and then negative 3 squared gives us 9. However, we don't have it on the right-hand side, so we have to add them on the right-hand side as well. 4 times 16 gives us 64. I'm going to put 64 on the right-hand side. Negative 1 times 9 gives us negative 9. Now we can complete the square. Half of b is 4, so I'm going to put plus 4. Half of minus 6 gives us y minus 3. And then the right-hand side, when we combine those constant terms, we have 16. We have to divide each term by 16, so we can make one side equal to 1. So we have x plus 4 squared over 4 minus y minus 3 squared over 16. So here it tells us that it's 2 squared and 4 squared. So we can tell that we have a horizontal hyperbola, or you can call it x-axis hyperbola. So using that information, we can tell that our a equals 2, b equals 4. Also, by looking at this, we can tell that the center equals negative 4, 3. So we can find our foci now using a and b, which is c equals plus or minus square root of a squared, which is 4, plus b squared, which is 16. And this gives us plus or minus radical 20. Therefore, we can say that our foci will be f1 negative radical 20, comma 0 when it's not shifted, when the hyperbola is center is at the origin. So now we're going to add our center to the x and y. So here it will be minus 4 plus 3. For F2, the second foci, we're going to do the same thing and just add those x and y values we found. So from here, we can find our vertices. So let's call V1 and V2. So vertices, we know that will be a comma 0, right? Plus or minus a comma 0. So negative 2 comma 0 and positive 2 comma 0. But as I mentioned, we have to add those x and y values. And when we simplify, we get negative 6 comma 3, negative 2 comma 3. So I can graph my center first, which is negative 4 comma 3. And because my value is a, we have a horizontal hyperbola. I go right 2 units, left 2 units, and these 2 points will be my V1, V2, which is basically vertices. And we mentioned that, yes, it is correct that it will be negative 6 comma 3 and negative 2 comma 3. Since our B value is 4, we have to go up 4 units, down 4 units, and we create the center box in order to graph our asymptotes. So asymptotes, we have to connect these opposite corner to corner, and we have to graph this X shape. then we know how our hyperbola curve should look like. So we're done with the foci, we're done with the graph. We just need to find the equation of asymptotes. So asymptotes, we're going to use point slope formula. And note that since we have a horizontal hyperbola, our m equals plus or minus b over a. And our b value is 4, a value is 2. So it's 4 over 2, which is plus or minus 2. So y minus our y1 will be 3. M equals plus or minus 2. X minus x1 will be negative 4. So this gives us plus 4. So once we distribute, we get y equals 2x plus 11 and y equal negative 2x minus 5. And these are our asymptotes. And so the equation for this one will be positive slope. So it's be 2x plus 11. And the other slope we found, it has a negative slope. So it'll be y equal negative 2x minus 5.